Imagine if the full release of GTA 6 gets leaked before GTA 6. Hit the like button and subscribe, baby, because the first mission in GTA 6 is going to be escaping the Rockstar legal team. Because Rockstar just dispatched a tactical nuke on whoever this is. This leaker has about 10 minutes before 3 hitmen show up at his location. Because if you listen closely today at 12 PM, you'll hear the screams of the leaker getting neutralized by the Rockstar legal department. Now, this is what happens when you don't release any gameplay and you expect everybody to lap up and scoop up the farts you poop out. You flew way too close to the sun, Rockstar. You got too greedy. Because I'm not even mad at these leaks coming out. Matter of fact, I'm ecstatic. Because who the hell wants to pay for Netflix to watch a trailer? I mean, you're being very greedy, Rockstar. And by the way, it's nearly impossible for GTA 6 to match the hype. Rockstar knows this and they're going to get every penny they can before the game comes out. You know, I was kind of joking when I was talking about the Rockstar legal team dropping a tactical nuke, but I'm kinda not. Because if this guy who did this actually gets caught, he'll get more prison time than actual criminals. Because protecting billion-dollar companies is more important than protecting you. That's the justice system for you. Who'll get more prison time than an actual murderer, probably. Money is more important than lives. It's so messed up. Because the guy who leaks game files, jail time forever. They'll probably put him underneath the jail cell, but the people in power who are in the, you know, files, they get to live rich and free with the government actually going out of their way to protect them. It's disgusting. Now, you're gonna want to listen to the end of the video, the stuff that goes on later, because Rockstar's pulling a really dirty move right now. Nobody's talking about this. By the way, go follow me over at Twitter if you want to see some of the leaks. I can't post them here for obvious reasons. Anyway, so last night and today, a whole slew of gameplay was leaked of Grand Theft Auto 6. And some people on X have claimed that the only thing leaked was from 2023. However, that's actually wrong because some of them are as recent as 2025, last year. Because there's a song from Tate McRae called Sports Car, which came out in 2025, playing in the radio as Jason is driving. So the build that came out today must have been after that. Now, some of you have probably already heard about the reason why the leaks are actually coming out, but CyberLeek, the person behind the alleged GTA 6 map and gameplay video leak, has stated in page that he will not stop until Rockstar issues a public statement and apology with a concrete commitment to be better. No consumer shall pay for a game through digital storefronts before release and independent review. Now, remember when Rockstar told all of us, guys, we won't be making a physical version, you know, of the PC edition to avoid leaks? Well, I guess that didn't work, did it, Rockstar? Rockstar literally stated that they weren't going to release GTA physical disc to avoid leaks. Yeah, they actually said that. How did that work out for you, you numbnut? Now, let's be honest. The person, this CyberLeek fella, is doing it for clout. To pump his garbage crypto. But I don't care because it seems like he's on our side. So as long as he's doing damage to Rockstar, I'm all for it. And this goes without saying. Nobody buy his stupid crypto or whatever that is. Anyway, physical pre-orders for tangible media remain permitted. This is what CyberLeek is saying. Pre-orders were not created for gamers. They were created because physical discs had manufacturing limits. I mean, holy we need to protect this guy like Spider-Man. Because Rockstar, remember, Rockstar didn't show us a single frame of gameplay. But yet they want us to pay for a Netflix subscription, no physical copies, and $100 edition. Yeah, that sucker my fat one. In digital distribution, there is no inventory. There is no stock shortage, and a digital copy cannot sell out. Yet publishers keep the pre-order system and stripped away its only consumer benefit. Now gamers pay early and receive nothing in return except a countdown timer and a cosmetic skin. This guy is 1000% right. So right, in fact. Haven't you heard this from somebody else? Me. I've said this many times before. Because it's true. He's so right that, like I said, I hope everything gets leaked. I'm going to laugh my ass off when the ending gets leaked next. I mean, if this guy has the game's ending, that would be great. If publishers want revenue before launch, they can press discs, print boxes, put them on shelves, earn that money through physical production. Another quote seen from the GTA 6 leaked map says, fighting for gamers' rights. I mean, this guy, I hope this guy has completely covered his tracks. I don't want to find out a month from now that this guy is rotting away in some gulag. He must have made sure to scrub any data or anything that could link him personally to this leak. Anyway, it's evident that the whole reason behind those leaks are the decision to ship GTA GTA 6 without a physical copy, making GTA 6 the one game that got leaked the most during its development time. Isn't that just ironic? I mean, I don't really believe in karma, but it's stuff like this that starts to make me a believer. What's going to be more interesting to see, however, is if more leaks are going to happen because of this. Here's a newsflash, it's already happened. The guy's claiming over at Discord that he's gonna release the Kraken in a few days. But no one can tell how much info or leak footage CyberLeek has to share. What Rockstar fails to see is that this guy is doing their marketing better than them. The leaks are actually creating more hype than their sloppy, basic, generic trailer that comes out every 5 years. Anyway, so if you don't know, here's what we saw based on the alleged leaks. There's a 6-star wanted system instead of the usual 5. There's some sort of Red Dead Redemption 2 style karma or reputation system. You know, after watching the leaks quite a few times, it looks like they're taking a lot more inspiration from Red Dead Redemption 2. Because the police can recognize your face, they can recognize your clothing and your getaway car. Changing your car and your clothing can make it easier to lower your wanted level. That's what I'm guessing. This is something I actually like. The police recognizing your face and car could actually turn the wanted levels into an actual cat and mouse game, which is cool. The only downside to that is it kind of gets in the way of the whole power fantasy thing. Anyway, cars require fuel and maintenance. Now, this one was actually completely I hate this. Because this as a mechanic works well for games like Forza or, you know, Days Gone, but for GTA, no, it just doesn't sound right. I just don't think it fits a Grand Theft Auto game. I'm welcome to be wrong, I doubt it though. Melee attacks require stamina and energy. NPCs can get out of the car and road rage against you. There are 2 currencies, one for your safe house and one for your person. There's a focus bar when Jason is shooting a basketball. Crashing your car depletes the player's health, which makes total sense. I don't really have an issue with that. Cars also have a storage and loadout slots in the trunk. Objects seem to have more complex physics systems, stuff like the basketball and plants move, shake, and fall more realistically. This is something you'd already expect to see in a new Grand Theft Auto. Now, having said all of that, there was a new leak that came out this morning, literally about an hour ago. Literally like 56 minutes ago, this CyberLeek fella leaked a 3rd Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay clip. And in this gameplay clip, it shows Jason driving at night, fighting NPCs and stealing a truck. However, there was an actual cutscene at the end of the clip which confirms that this is actually real. Now, in the new clip that came out today, there was new mechanics being shown. Some of these include key cloning, surrendering to the police, civilians reporting crimes to the police like a bunch of snitches and rats, and a Red Dead Redemption 2 style kill cam. Now, I said earlier in the video, there was a song that was played called Sports Car by Tate McRae. Now, I don't really listen to Tate McRae, but it's significant because it plays in the radio while Jason is driving, which dates the footage to 2025 or later. Because that's important to know, because the clips that have that probably means the game isn't going to change much from that. Now, whoever this leaker is, he isn't going to stop, like I said. Maybe they're trying to tell Rockstar that they have the entire trailer ready to go and that they might release it before Netflix's premiere. I mean, one can only hope. I'm waiting for that every second. What would make this perfect is if this guy just released the entire ending. I mean, that would just be brutal for Rockstar. Now, moving on. I saw a tweet from a guy named TGG. He is the biggest GTA content creator on the platform, which generally means that he's probably compromised. Because the bigger you get on YouTube, the more compromised you are. Because don't you notice that the bigger the YouTuber is, the more polished they seem. The more cookie cutter they are. It's by design. They have to strip away any, and I mean any, individuality whatsoever. If they want to be seen in the good guys list in the eyes of companies like Rockstar, it's actually quite sad in a way, because don't you think being on YouTube, being a creator on the platform would mean that you're not like the people on TV who are completely bought and paid for? I'm not saying that this TGG fella is completely bought and paid for per se. I mean, who knows, but I don't think so. One thing's for sure from watching his content and seeing his tweets, his opinions are completely skewed in a way that favors Rockstar. That much I do know, that I can tell ya. But TGG over on Twitter says, feeling terrible for Rockstar Games team right now. Another event soured by leaks just 9 days before launch. Hey TGG, are you feeling okay? Are you part of the Rockstar team? Are you talking to them privately about this? Because that attitude of leave the billion-dollar company alone. Oh, are you gonna cry? I mean, deep-throating that Rockstar boot must feel good, right? In case you don't realize, you should be thinking on behalf of the gamers here, because how do you think we feel about having to accept less ownership, fewer physical options, more digital digital dependence, where Sony can just take away your license for absolutely no reason and not even tell you why? Or how about the higher prices and the systems designed to get our money earlier and earlier? See, I think about stuff like that before I feel bad about Rockstar, because Rockstar is still gonna make millions upon millions of dollars. They're gonna easily clear $1 billion from this game no matter what happens with these leaks. Maybe you should stop thinking like a groupie because Rockstar follows you on Twitter and start thinking like a consumer. These people make me sick. Look, I'm never gonna get an invite from Rockstar, and you know what? That's okay. You wanna know why? Because I sleep good at night knowing I'm not a corpo shill. There's something to be said about speaking your mind no matter what and not having to worry about the consequences. You might not get millions of subs like this guy, but at least you can bathe in the glory of saying things you actually mean and not having those things being filtered by the eyes of somebody else. Oh my god, I have to be very careful about what I say because those people are watching and they might take away my press pass. Oh, you and them too. You want to know why it's Rockstar? It's not only the fact that they're making you pay for a Netflix subscription to watch their trailer. I don't actually think there's a ceiling to the level of greed Rockstar has, because there's something else you need to know. CyberLeek said over on Discord that there's a currency in GTA 6 that can be traded to real life money like Robux. More details coming soon. I mean, TGG, are we supposed to feel bad for these scumbags? I don't think so, and I'm enjoying every second of these leaks. And on that bombshell, let me know what you think in the comments. Manix out.